Hey YouTube, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about what to expect from the channel. We're going to touch on a topic of mental health and stick around to find out how we can help our friends that are military veterans. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Dave. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I wanted to give you a little insight to what the channel's about. Obviously, we're a reaction channel, but what we focus on is heavy metal and rock and roll. We want to try to build a community. We can get metalheads or anybody interested in those genres that they listen to come together, interact, listening to some great music. There's a lot of music, a ton of music out there, as we all know. We might be able to introduce each other to music we've never heard, bands we've never heard of before. I mean, we're all different generations here. What I consider favorites or good music, you guys might have a different idea, but if we can turn each other on to something we've never heard, that's even better. We'll try to stick to songs that we haven't heard before, or at least haven't seen the videos for, but I'm sure there's going to be occasions where we listen to something that's more of a classic that we haven't heard in a while, just to hopefully maybe turn some of you on to it. So if you guys have any good ideas for songs to listen to and review for us here at the channel, list them in the comments, man. Don't hesitate. The next thing I want to talk about and touch on would be mental health. Now, there's so many different conditions that are out there, as I'm sure you're probably aware of, whether it's PTSD, bipolar, borderline personality disorders, too many to list. But there's many people that suffer from these conditions and many others. I am not a doctor. In fact, I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, PTSD, and have severe anxiety. I'd like to create a community where people like us can come together. A lot of you will understand this when I say this. Sometimes when your lows hit and they get real low, and you feel like you have no one. Okay, you feel maybe you don't have anyone to talk to or to turn to, and that's what we could do with this channel, so we can help each other. So it might just be a YouTube channel that does music reactions, but sometimes when your lows get that low, all you need is one other person to maybe listen or just to communicate with. And we can do that back and forth in the comments section. Have you ever tried to explain yourself to someone when you have something going on, and whether it's a doctor or whether it's a friend that's giving you a shoulder or giving you an ear to talk to, that if you're trying to explain something that you're going through, and no matter how you explain it, they just don't understand. Unless they walk in your shoes, they won't. And that's usually from what I found out in experience is if you talk to people that suffer from no condition of mental health, there's no way they can know. There's no way they can know what you're going through. And to me, I think getting some of the advice from people that do go through similar things or being diagnosed with the same things, what better place to get advice? Now, I'm not saying I have the answers for everything, but we come together, who knows what can happen. Think of it a lot like the pit. If you go see one of your favorite metal bands and you're in the pit, right? And you're slam dancing, doing whatever, knocking each other down and all this. You knock someone down or you see someone go down, you put your hand out and you help them up. You lend a hand. Okay? The same thing we can do for each other here. If you're watching this and you're going through some lows right now, I'm telling you, keep your chin up. Okay? Sometimes it's easier said than done. But keep your chin up. It does get better. I promise. And if it gets really bad and you're thinking about harming yourself, we have the suicide hotline listed for every country in the world in the description section. The next topic I'd like to touch on, and another group of people we could hopefully help, is our military veterans. There's some veterans that come back after serving and they're displaced. Some of them don't have homes to go to. Some of them don't know where they're going to get their next meal. To me, this is just crazy to even think that that's how it is. We are putting some links in the description if you guys want to help. We have the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans, the Wounded Warriors Project, which I'm sure you all have heard of, Heaven Dropped, Homes for Our Troops, and Home Base. There's links to these in the description if you want to help with the veterans. We have a project in the works that we're putting off to save until we hit between 1,000 and 2,000 subscribers to where we can start helping the troops ourselves, and we're excited about it. We're a new channel. We just started. Everyone has to start somewhere, so hit that like and subscribe button. It'd make all the difference in the world. We'd appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around and watching the video. Remember, keep your chins up. Let's try to be there for each other. Until next time, keep rocking.